So you built your agency, now it's time to build a team because you know that systems are scalable and you should be delegating and outsourcing work. So you guys know the importance of building a team and outsourcing work to other people, but you just can't find the right people to put systems in place with. You can't find trustworthy people. Heck, you can't even find people at all. So not to worry guys, that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. I got you covered, so stay tuned. Okay, welcome back to my channel guys. Montel Gordon here. In today's video, I'm literally going to be talking about how I managed to build my own team and how I recommend you guys go about it too. You know, try and find trustworthy people you can rely on, people that aren't gonna fuck you over, fuck your agency over. First of all, I'm gonna break it down into how to find people and the methods that I used. So guys, the methods you guys can use to go out and find outsourcers is to go to Upwork. This is obvious, but a lot of people overlook this. There are a lot of good people out there. You want to find trustworthy people, and how you do that is by looking at their profile, how long they've been active, how many reviews they've got, if the reviews are good or bad. Any other freelancing website you need to do this with too, so like freelancer.com, people per hour. There's a ton of them guys. Please just go to Google and search for freelancing websites. Now that's if you need a team. Some of the times you won't even need a team, you can do it on your own. So for example, if you're not good at content creation, then get a content creator. I do recommend at the start kind of trying to do it on your own, because then you can learn the process of your own business. Then you become irreplaceable type of thing. Not that someone's going to come and replace you, but it just makes more sense if you can actually produce in every area of your business. But guys, if you're at the point where you can afford to outsource people and time has now become a little bit scarce, definitely start outsourcing, because it's going to save you a lot of time, and with that saved time you can focus on IPAs and scaling your agency to the moon and beyond. So what I mean by this is that if you guys are still doing fucking posts, like you're manually posting the posts yourself when you're managing people's contents and social media, and you've got the money to outsource the work. What the fuck are you doing? Outsource the work. It's just gonna save you so much more time. Yes, your overheads are gonna increase, your profit margins might dip a little bit, but what's gonna happen is when they dip a little bit, it's going to free up a lot more time. With that more time, you can focus on IPAs, getting in more clients, and your income is going to start raising higher than it was before. So it was here, it dipped, then it went up again. And that's why it's important to put systems in place, delegate work, outsource work. So guys, I'm going to quickly tell you about how I managed to get a photographer and a content manager. I was taking Iman Gadget's 6-figure SMMA course, amazing course. I mention it all the time on this channel. And one of the action steps in the course, because he has action steps on every single like module, well 90% of them he does anyway, one of the action steps was to go onto your social media accounts. So I went onto Instagram, and he recommends you literally just post on your story, hey, I'm looking for a photographer in your city, whatever your city might be. So for me, I was like, I'm looking for a photographer in Sheffield, get at me if you've got good content. Then I got a lot of DMs guys, especially for the social media management position. And what you want to do with these DMs guys is sift through these people, look who looks like they know what they're doing. Have they got previous work? Are they trustworthy? Do you actually know them? One of the guys that popped up for the photography role is actually a friend of mine. Back in the day, we kind of rekindled again over social media. He's literally ready and waiting for me to call him up whenever I want. So yeah, I do recommend you leverage your social media if you're on social media. If you're not on social media, don't know what you're doing, starting a social media marketing agency if you're not on social media, that's kind of weird. But yeah guys, I definitely recommend you leverage your social media accounts. Even if you have to go to Facebook, post it on your wall, you're looking for X, Y, and Z in whatever city you're in, you'll be surprised about the amount of people that pop up. Guys, listen, it's bootstrapping season. You've got to be resourceful. Work with what you have. Work with what you have. I'll repeat that. Work with what you have. Use everything to your advantage. Leverage your social media account. Don't just be on social media looking at twerking videos all day, every day. At least make it work for you. You see, the thing is with social media is you either use it or it uses you. Anyway guys, that's just a little way how I managed to find a photographer and a social media manager within like a day as well, guys. It was quick. I seen people pop up in my DMs. I messaged them back, asked if they had previous work. They had previous work. Now I've got a photographer and a social media manager for very, very cheap, guys. Not as cheap as if I wanted to outsource to India or somewhere like that, but they're just so much more trustworthy. And I can get them, you know, if I need to, I can arrange a meeting, bring them to my house, sit them down and say, I want you to work this way, that way, that way. You know, stuff like that. Sometimes you won't be able to do that because if you're working with let's say you're working with a business in a different state or a different country or a different area, there's still ways to outsource the work, guys. So for example, if you need content creation, so you need a photographer, you have to find a photographer in your client's city basically, and basically become a manager. You're a CEO, guys, now, so you've got to be able to manage people. You need to be able to tell your outsourcer, you need to go to so and so and take so and so photos for this person, and kind of work it out like that. I know it's going to be difficult, I know it's not ideal, but it is possible. It's bootstrapping season, like I said. Be resourceful, guys. Think outside the box. So yeah, guys, make sure you guys are not paying too much for your outsourcing work that it actually hinders your profits. But on the contrary, guys, I don't recommend you try and find the cheapest outsourcer, because then their work might not be up to quality and up to your standards. So you've got to kind of like figure out a good price point for you. But what I do want to say is never, ever, ever, I'll repeat this, guys, never, ever, ever, ever in a million years get an outsourcer that works on an hourly basis. You don't want an hourly basis, because then they can slack off. Basically, they can waste time and you'll be paying for that wasted time. You don't want that. You want someone who works on a fixed rate or a monthly price or something like that, not an hourly price, because then that just gets complicated. Not only that, but you know, if it's a fixed price, exactly how much penny and pence is coming out of your pocket towards your outsourcer. So if they charge £100 per month, then you know you've got to put aside £100. Whereas if it's an hourly figure, then it fluctuates a lot. It could be, you know, they work 6 hours and it costs £100, or they worked 12 hours and it costs £200. You just don't know how many hours they're gonna put in, so you can't get that solid one figure like with a fixed price point. So guys, that is my word of warning. Always, always, always work on a fixed price point. But anyway, guys, that's what I'm doing. I've managed to get a social media manager, so he distributes my content for me, writes all the captions, all that sort of stuff. Then I've got a photographer, obviously he creates the content and stuff like that. Both of them are ready when I need them. They're not on any sort of contract, so I don't have to pay them like a monthly figure. It's like a fixed rate. They're kind of like outsourced, like freelancers basically. So if I ever need to, like, this sounds bad, if I ever need to, I don't mean this in any disrespect, but if I ever need to like replace them, or if I don't like the way they're working, I need to get someone new in, I could do that at a snap of a finger. Or if I don't want to work with them anymore, I could just cut the ties quickly without any problems. No payroll here. If you're in a financial position to payroll people, I still don't even recommend that, because then that way, by law, you have to actually look after them like they're your responsibility. You've got to give them a salary, you've got to make sure they get benefits, a pension, health insurance, all that sort of stuff. Don't quote me on that, but I know some of them, I'm not sure about the health insurance, don't quote me on the health insurance, but you definitely have to give them some sort of benefits of working for you, like a pension and stuff. So I kind of stay away from that. I just do the monthly price type of thing, or a fixed price type of thing, which is basically the same thing. But yeah, guys, that's how I'm structuring my team members, and I'll probably be looking for some more team members in the future when they reach full capacity. But for now, I'm good. Anyway, guys, that's all for today's video. Please drop me a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.